My name is Przemek Wnek. I'm originally from Tychy in the south of Poland, but I'm now living with my wife and 3 children in the beautiful village of Castlemartyr in East Cork, Ireland. Some of you may know that Tychy is a Polish brand of beer. Its name comes from the brewery located in my hometown, the Upper Silesia town of Tychy. I've been a home brewer since 2005, but I actually didn't jump into all grain brewing until 2015, after tasting some of the amazing craft beers Ireland has to offer. I recently took my passion for home brewing to the next level. After moving to my new home in Castlemartyr, one of my priorities was to build a brewery out of my back garden that would offer me the space I need to brew. Not only does this brewery give me the space I need to brew, it also doubles up as a bar to entertain my craft beer buddies. It's still a work of progress, but I hope to complete this over the coming weeks. I also recently invested in the build of a custom brewing system from Poland, which we'll be using for today's brew, so I'm super excited about that. So to quote a line from my friend the Beardyman, without further ado, let's brew.
Hey Przemek!
Hey man, how are
How you
you?
doing, man? How are you keeping, buddy?
Very good.
This is fantastic what you've done. I absolutely love it. Dude, show me around. Come over. Przemek, thanks a million for that, and thanks a million for having me over here in Castlemartyr to see your wonderful homebrew brewery. It's fantastic what you've done here, and I'm super excited to have the opportunity now to brew with you today. I'm also excited to the fact that I'm not brewing, somebody else is going to be brewing in my video. Really excited about talking about the recipe. Can't wait to see your system, your setup. So before we get into brewing and before we set up the equipment and everything else, tell me a little bit more about this recipe. Before you do, if anyone wants to do a recreation of Przemek's recipe, I'm going to upload it to the BREWFATHER app, and you might have some other platforms that you're going to upload it. So we'll put the links down in the description. So Black IPA.
So the Black IPA, I try to keep the recipe as simple as possible. So 9 kgs of pale malt, 500 grams carafe 3 that we will add this at the last 15 minutes of mashing.
Mashing, okay.
Yeah, 300 grams cara pills, 300 grams cara hell, and 300 grams crystal malt.
Nice, nice.
So as I said, as simple as possible.
So it's going to be quite dark. It's going to be...
Should be.
Yeah, like it will look probably like a stout.
Hopefully.
Okay. And then your hops. You have 120 grams of hops going in here?
120 grams altogether. And for the bittering, we have a nugget and tomahawk. And aroma taste, we have a Chinook, Idaho 7, Mosaic, and Simcoe.
Nice. Nice. And what yeast do you plan? Liquid or dry yeast?
Also as simple as possible, so I'm going to use the dry yeast,
okay.
US 05.
Cool. Will you rehydrate that?
Of course, yes.
Yeah. Excellent. So we're going to rearrange, we have to rearrange a few things here, and then we'll get brewing.
Let's brew.
Cool. So what are we doing first?
So first we need to fill the pots with the water, so 27 liters of water into mash tun.
Mash tun, yeah.
And 30 liters into hot liquor.
Okay.
Tun. So
let's go.
Let's go. So we need 30 liters.
Okay, okay. So what's this now you're putting on the top?
I'm just putting because it's a mashing and boiling tun, so I'm preparing this pot for mashing, so I'm putting the lid on it with the motor and mixer inside. Keep the water in the temperature. I have this set up for 76, I think, and it's 3K heating element in there. set up for 78 degrees for the sparge water. It's really quick. So temperature now we have 18 degrees. The water is in there, set up for 78. It will take about 25 minutes to heat up to 78.
Cool.
Another 15 liters. So we're gonna have 27 liters in total. We can start heating up the water. Okay. So this is the simple controller. It's made in Poland. It's really simple. First step is heat the water up to 69 degrees. And then we add our malts in, and the temperature should drop to 64 degrees. And this is it will be the first step.
Okay, so we are heating up our water. I had a question. Oh yeah, what's the volume on each of the pots?
So every single pot is 50 liters. So mash boiling ton, sparge tank, and hot liquor ton
50 liters.
50 liters each.
Nice. So would you get approximately, let's say, 40 liters into a fermenter?
Maximum 40 liters.
Right.
It's because I'm not trying to get any more, because once I'm trying to have 40 liters, so I'm start boiling with the kettle filled up to the rim, you know.
Okay.
So I'm trying to avoid this. So today I'm gonna boil about 45 liters maybe,
right,
and get 38 maybe into fermentation.
Okay.
But we'll see how it works. Always there could be some spills, or maybe we could less.
Are you kegging, or are you going to bottle this?
I think half will go to keg and half will go to bottles.
Okay, yeah.
This is my plan.
And you reckon you get maybe after fermentation about 38 liters? Less,
I think 35.
Okay.
Yeah, 35. I think I'll be happy if I'll get 35 liters.
So now it's time to talk about hops on this particular Black IPA. What are you doing for us, Przemek?
So the hops we're gonna use today, there will be 4 addition of the hops. There will be addition at 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and just for the last 5 minutes of boiling. So for the bittering, I'm gonna use Tomahawk and Nugget.
Okay.
Actually, all the hops are American hops, so it's for the style. Perfect.
Of course. Yeah.
And the other hops, just for the aroma and taste, it's a Mosaic, Simcoe, Chinook, Idaho 7, and yeah, that's it. 4.
Nice.
4. So it's 6 hops, 6 different hops altogether.
And dry hopping schedule?
I'm thinking about. Maybe I will do
No,
2
like
versions. Maybe
Okay.
I'll do 2 versions.
Yeah.
Because anyway, after main fermentation, I need to split it into 2 buckets, because I don't have a one big.
Sure.
So maybe I'll do 1 without dry hop into
All right.
keg, and 1 dry hopped for the which goes into bottles. So I'm still thinking about it.
Nice.
It's a good idea, I think.
It is a good idea. I like it.
And we could see
I like that.
the difference between dry hop
Yeah.
beer and not dry hop. So let's do it.
Okay, guys, we are going to do a little bit of a tasting session, with the style that we are brewing today is a Black IPA. This is a Black IPA. It's a commercial Black IPA, and it's called Black Lightning, and it is from the guys in 9 White Deer Brewery in Ballyvorney, if I'm pronouncing the name right. Apologies if not. I'm a big fan
I'm a big fan as well.
9 White Deer. And I'm a big fan of this style, hence one of the reasons why we're brewing this today. So, should we pour and then talk a little bit about this particular beer and this particular style? I think so.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So, it's a lovely, I'm not going to say black.
Brownish.
It's kind of a brownish tint in there, kind of like a little bit of amber. The head, it's an off-white head, lovely kind of rocky, foamy head. Colour, it is a lovely colour. I've brewed some black IPAs that they do look like a stout. You wouldn't be confused really with this one. It looks like a black IPA, it doesn't really look like a stout.
Dark, this one looks more like dark red ale.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
But I love the colour. It's really nice.
Straight away, you kind of get that strong whack of those American hops.
Yeah, it's citrusy.
You don't, I guess, as well for this type of style, you don't really get that kind of malt aroma. It's really kind of hop forward. You've the three American C's in this one. Cascade, Chinook, and Centennial.
Willamette.
And Willamette.
Yeah.
So it's triple dry hopped. I shall shut up now and taste. Cheers, buddy.
It's refreshing.
So
refreshing.
Hits the spot straight away. It is very refreshing. Bitterness. What would you make on the bitterness?
It's not so high. It's really nice balance. But you can have this nice aftertaste of the bitterness. It's going through your mouth. Yeah.
Does linger in the esophagus. Yeah. Slight bitterness. You get that hop profile. It's a nice body. Carbonation. It's kind of medium. But this is the beer you're looking for another sip straight away. You have a sip and you're looking for the next one just straight in. Yeah. It's a great example. I should say it's a great Irish example for this particular style, Black IPA. In my opinion, this is the best Black IPA in Ireland. It's my opinion. I can name a few more. I've tried some stunning Black IPAs from a number of breweries around Ireland. This would definitely be in my top 5. Yeah, it's really nice. There's some, it's kind of some floral notes there. Again, the maltiness takes a backseat on this one. It's all about the hops. I really love the bitterness, the long aftertaste. It doesn't. Actually, the bitterness, it's not at the first sip. You can't feel the bitterness is high, but you can feel it in aftertaste. Yeah. Oh, actually, percentage 6.5 ABV, and these are 500 milliliter bottles, and that's a cheers to that one. Cheers. We better get back brewing, buddy. It's time for the carafa now. The last 15 minutes. Yeah, so I love the equipment. I love the fact that it's customized, that you drew it out in your mind what you wanted. Tell us a little bit more about your equipment. Okay, so as you said, it's a full custom made. I found a person who's in deep love with the home brewing, but also a person who loves to make equipment. So I just asked on the Polish homebrewing forum who could build it for me. I just said what I want to have it built, and there was a person who actually come back to me. Okay, I can build it for you. So, but we have to order all the parts needed. So every single valve, every single heating element was ordered separately. So I live in Ireland. I just let him know what need to be ordered. He ordered everything to his house, and he built it for me. So what we have is a mash boiling
ton. So we're mashing in this pot, then we're transferring the wort into sparging
/heating.
sparging tank
Okay.
with the fast bottom. The fast bottom was even cut it for order with the plasma cutting. It was plasma cut.
Oh wow.
So everything was made to order. So once mashing is done, we're transferring into sparging tank.
Tank.
And we're using a hot liquor tank. Is it up high because it's no pump needed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it works, and it works.
Gravity.
Works, yeah. And while the grains setting up in the sparging tank, I have time to clean up this pot.
Yes.
Clean up this stuff. I'm just taking the lid off. I'm
Okay.
just taking the steering off,
Yeah.
and I'm converting this into boiling. Okay, so mashing is almost done. There is a few minutes left in 76 degrees, 77 actually. It's a mash out. Then we're going to transfer the wort into sparging tank. I will wash this pot and convert into boiling tanks.
Valves all closed.
Okay, so what we need to do now, it's to convert the mash tun into boiling tun and get the rest of the grain out of this. So this is going out. All we need to do is just take all the grains off this. This is the only manual work have to be done. I will get some hot water to wash it. Okay. Okay, so Glenn, I need your hand just to lift it up.
Okay. You need one hand or two?
It's not so heavy. Yeah. That's it. So this is the time for converting to wash into boiling tun. It's already washed, cleaned. So I have those adapters to get used the silicone pipes.
Okay.
So because this one is to dropping the wort down for the spargings, just converting these in.
So, Przemak's wife, Monica, has kindly prepared a lovely lunch for us. I'm assuming all Polish. Tell us more.
Some kind of Polish dish. It's a one-pot dish. It's just a simple. Keep it simple as always.
Okay.
So it's just a bean, Polish sausage, and tomatoes, and spices. You're putting everything into one pot. Boil.
What's the name?
We call this fasolka po brytońsku.
Not going to pronounce that.
I know that. So it's just a bean with Polish sausage in it and spices, onion. And
Smells amazing.
yeah.
We had smell-o-vision there. You can smell this right now.
In Poland we love one-pot dishes.
Yes.
There's plenty of one-pot dishes.
At the festival, there were a few one-pot dishes available at the festival, and I know I tried one or two. I can't remember the name or anything, but
I think you've tried the Beagles or something else.
perhaps, yeah. And it was amazing. It was amazing. So we took it.
Tippage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sensational.
So it's time for sparging. So let's see how it works. So a few liters have to be returned back. So it will be. Can you give me the other jug? It will be a few jugs like this. Okay. I think it will be like, I think about 10 liters have to be returned back.
10 liters, okay.
Yeah, because there's a lot of space between the bottom and the false bottom.
Yeah.
So all that.
Each of these jugs are like 2 liters?
2 liters, yeah. So once I see that it's pretty clear in here in the hose, silicon hose. That.
It's kind of using the grain as a filtering bed.
Yes. So we have a 10 liters already, so it's time for the first addition of sparge water. I will add about 5 liters.
So basically, we've the false bottom, and your rate of sparge water is the rate that's going in is the same rate that's coming out. Is that generally how you sparge?
Yes, there is some water that it will stays inside the grain. Yeah, you know that.
Yeah.
So if you want about 40 liters of 45 liters pre-boil wort, so actually in total you have to use about 55 liters. So 27 liters goes there, and around 30 liters go here. So it gives us total of 57 liters, and hopefully we will get about 45 liters of pre-boil.
When in doubt, get the kettle out.
So 35 in, we need 10 more. Fingers crossed.
Arms, fingers, legs, everything crossed that there's 10 more liters coming out of this.
If not, we're going to have less beer. But yeah, this is brewing. This is home brewing.
Did you just say less beer? That's your HLT empty, is it?
Yeah, looks like. But actually,
You short?
I think I could be short. We'll see. We'll see.
So if anyone watching has any questions with regards to Przemek's system or procedure, just pop the question below, and I'm sure you'd be happy to get back with an answer.
So if you have any questions regarding my equipment and all the gear I have, just pop the question, and I will try to answer as quick as possible.
So are you heating up now?
I will start heating up because we have already 20 liters here. There we need 25 liters more. So before we get the 25 liters, this one will be hot enough.
Okay.
It'll be quicker to boil.
So yeah, I couldn't help but notice that you have a lot of malt. You have a bit of a stash here of malt. You're obviously bulk buying.
Yeah. What I'm doing, I'm bulk buying. There is a lot of caramel malts and roasted malts, like a Carafa, Roadset, many different malts. What I'm doing, it's bulk. It's avoiding me to pay shipping costs.
Of course,
times,
yeah.
So what I'm doing, I'm not creating my recipes and then buying. I'm buying and then I'm creating my recipe.
Yeah.
regarding what I have.
Based on what you have.
Based
on
on
your
the
ingredients.
malts I have and hops.
Yeah,
and
you
yeast.
see, I'm different in that respect. In that, I will basically build my recipes, and then I will order this recipe delivered, this recipe delivered, this recipe delivered. What I want to start doing is bulk buying, and then having some idea of where I want to be with regards to building recipes in the next couple of months,
Yeah.
but having the ingredients.
Yeah, but yeah, if you have a bag of pale malt, bag of pilsner malt,
Yeah.
few caramel malts
Yeah.
and few roasted malts,
Yeah.
few hops and yeast, you have unlimited.
Obviously, you're going to have a lot
Choices,
more
you know?
base malt.
Yeah.
Because your percentage base malt is between 50 and 80%.
Yeah.
In some cases, it's 100%.
Yeah.
And then your specialty malts are going to be a lot less, maybe 10%.
Yeah.
Your caramel malts, maybe.
Yeah, you
what?
don't need
In your inventory,
much.
30%.
Yeah, not even.
So we are sparging, and I personally would say that it's my least, besides cleaning up obviously, least favourite part of the brew day. What's your least favourite part besides cleaning up? Would it be sparging?
Not sparging, not my favorite. I love the smell while mashing.
Oh,
This is my favorite part.
Yeah.
Mashing. I think mashing is my favorite.
I think
part.
when you dough in and you kind of get that first initial stir, and the grains hit the hot water.
Yeah, and it's
that kind of
like
smell.
a bomb, you know.
Beautiful, really
Yeah.
beautiful.
So I think this is the best aromas in the shed
Yeah.
while mashing. Also while boiling and you're adding hops, it
Hops,
smells
yeah.
also nice. But I think mashing is my
Mashing, yeah.
best part of the brewing. Yeah.
Have you tasted any of this yet?
I don't. Do you want to taste?
I'll try some.
1 second. But now it's you know, this is after sparge, so I think the best idea is take the first one.
Okay. When I asked Przemek that question, his face was like, "You want to taste?" Yeah. What temperature is this?
No, it's 72.
That's fine. That's fine.
Be careful.
That's lovely.
You know what? I'll try as
Yeah.
well.
That's really nice. It's not as sweet as I was expecting.
Nice.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Coffee.
Yeah. Yeah. Always have to taste your wort. When you're new to all grain, first time you kind of taste it, it's an acquired taste. But do sample throughout.
Always.
I always sample from
Always, yeah.
from the moment you're kind of just before going to boil,
And before you add the hops.
before you add the hops, after you add the hops, through fermentation. I have the grain fodder conical fermenter, so I'm able to kind of run off a few samples.
All my fermenters have the top, so I'm doing this so
Sample.
sampling is a good thing.
Yeah. If by any chance you are brewing a black IPA or you've brewed a black IPA, stick it down in the comments, tell us all about it. Whether it worked out, whether it didn't work out. It's all brewing, home brewing, it's all kind of experimental. Experimental? Experimental.
Experimental. The brewing, home brewing, it's a never-ending learning.
It is,
things.
yeah. Yeah.
And yeah.
Brew days, there is that element of trial and error. You know, like a situation like this,
Yeah.
and a situation at the end, and efficiency and so on. I rarely get my numbers bang on.
Oh, it's really hard
A
to get.
little bit of this, a little bit of that,
Yeah.
tweak here, tweak there. It has to be done. But I think what you do and what you've taught me to do quite well is to document everything that you're doing.
Yeah.
You have a notebook on every single brew.
I had this. I just lost it, and I need to come back to this. I know what you're talking about.
He lost.
I lost it.
Okay,
yeah.
so we are very, very close to boiling point. Shamrock is after running in, I think, to get a towel. Just a note on boiling and boilovers and hop break and so on. Star San spray is always a good one to kind of eliminate that kind of potential boil over. So what would you say, the protein head that builds up on that, if it creases at a rapid rate at about 99, about 98 to 100 or 100%, 100 degrees Celsius, you can use your Star San spray to
And also
give it a squirt. Spray.
So we have the first hop addition. It's not much, it's just a 20-gram hops altogether, tomahawk and nugget. I will put this really slow. I don't want to make the volcano like last time I did.
Yeah, we are right to the rim here.
Yeah.
Brim.
So, yeah, should be fine. We'll add the rest. Okay. We have a second addition of hops
45.
for 45 minutes.
And after that then we've 2 more additions. Cool a bit up.
Oh yeah. Actually, it's the last sparge. It's the last run, and it's actually 3. Still 3. 3, I think.
That's 4.
Really? Show me.
That's 4.
Am I blind?
That means more beer.
Yeah.
That's closer to 4.
Yeah, it's 4. Actually, it's 4. So we're gonna have more beer, I think.
Always good.
First 15 liters goes into fermenter. Ah, lovely smell.
So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Shamrock, thank you so much, bro, for inviting me over today for a wonderful Black IPA brew day. I can't wait to try this now in the next couple of weeks. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks time.
Yeah.
Do a little bit of a tasting session for
Of course,
for the
yes.
viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm well impressed with your setup here. Well impressed with your system. As I said, thanks a million for bringing me over.
Also, I'm glad to having you here. I'm glad to taking a part in this video. It's my first time.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Yes.
And I'm happy to brew with you. And,
Yeah.
and we'll see how the beer will turn up.
I'm sure it'll turn out fantastic. We will do a tasting session, and we've a few more videos in the pipelines to do together, whether that be in breweries or
Fingers crossed.
who knows, more
Yeah.
brewing here, because it's the perfect location to do homebrew videos.
Also, I want to see you more for my future home brewing. You know, so if you want to pop over, just always.
I'm only 15 minutes down the road, so
Always
it's not going to be a
welcome.
problem. So that's it. Thanks a million.
Thanks.
Guys, thanks a million for watching, and remember, if you enjoy the videos, hit subscribe, and if you love the videos, hit that like button. Guys, thanks very much. Cheers.
Let's go!
Hello, my name's Przemek. I've been homebrewer for the last 15 years. With my custom-made homebrewing equipment, I'm able to make more and much stronger beer to make me fucking drunk every day.